Pleasure being here. Thank you for having me. And I guess without any further delay, I'm very excited to talk about my journey. Um, so, as the great introduction, yes, let me introduce myself. I am Sonali Devnani, a photographer and independent documentary filmmaker. The art of life is to live in the present moment, as quoted by someone. And hence, let's talk about me and my achievements in the present moment before I get on to my past and my journey. Of course, how I started my journey is a long, long story, but what I've achieved so far, let's begin with that. As a filmmaker, I wish to make and talk about films and about topics that I felt very strongly about. And as a mother of two daughters, I really was touched by drug addiction. It worried me. As a mother of a teenager, that was very, very worrying. And that was my first film, Addicted Innocence. It unveiled the stories and state of drug addicted children in Delhi. It took 2 years for me to make that film, and I'm not kidding when I say that it was one of the most hardest to shoot. Seeing children aged 7 to 16 doing drugs and ruining their life with their own hands, I'm sure you wouldn't be able to see that as well. Going forward, the film won an award, the best documentary in the Chicago South Asian Film Festival. And as most documentaries based on social issues, there was a call for action. And the call for action was we have to make the state of rehab centers that take care of these children in a much better way so that these kids get rehabbed very well. A charity organization watched the film and was very interested, and we raised 85,000 US dollars for the rehab center to improve the facilities over there. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable amount of money that I have probably never seen. Shortly after, there was a short video that I made about a tribal girl that I have known for years at the Pushkar Camel Fair. And that video went viral. I actually understood the meaning and the power of viral and social media with that video. It touched thousands of hearts, and we raised 20,000 US dollars again to buy her a home. Now my journey as a photographer and a filmmaker was actually taking a turn. In 2020, while everyone was complaining about COVID and it was very, very difficult. I earned 100,000 US dollars to give to the right people that needed it the most. And I think the happiness that I was gifted with, I don't think if I had earned it for myself, I would have felt that same kind of satisfaction and joy that I received with this. Um, so I believe that I was now making content that was not only visually attractive, and which is why we all start making content as photographers and filmmakers. We want to make something that entertains you, and that's attractive and all of that. But I felt like I was making content for a cause now. So while I've given you a bit of an overview of what I have done so far, let's watch the videos of my film. The first one is a trailer of my film Addicted Innocence, and the second one is a little bit about the tribal girl Suman. So here it is.
4-5 महीने हो गए नशा कर करके पूरा फेफड़ा पिघल गया था पूरा तो थोड़ा खून बढ़ रहा है
नशा ऐसी चीज थी कि क्राइम करवाते गई कभी पटरी के ऊपर चढ़ के कभी फ़ोन छीनता था किसी का पर्स फाड़ देता था नशे से ना मेरी शादी हो गई है नशे के पीछे पड़ गया मैं
They say I'm a photographer. I said no, I'm a storyteller. On my journey through the lens, I made connections. One such deep soul connect was Suman. 2014 November. A beautiful girl with green eyes caught my attention at the Pushkar Camel Fair. Ever since then, I saw her every year at the fair, and the bond got deeper. I never knew that just the camera could bring me close to people who were absolute strangers at first. Seeing how they lived and their struggles always affected me. We all think about making a difference, but then get caught up in the intricacies of making it work. The power of social media did it. One video, and hundreds and thousands of people finally felt what I felt. Thank you to Humans of Bombay who helped me raise funds for Suman so that today she and her family have a roof over their head. No journey is meant to be simple, and neither was this. With great hard work and determination, I finally made sure Suman got her home. She was elated with joy about her new house. Let's all try to make a difference. Every small effort we make will go a long way.
Yeah. So that was the videos. I mean, the trailer of The Addicted Innocence was lagging a bit, but it's basically a story of two very young children, one a 7-year-old boy, one a 16-year-old boy, who now live in the rehab center and are trying to overcome their addiction. Um, it's a 30-minute short film. If any of you guys want to watch it, since it's not yet on YouTube and stuff, if you send me a DM, I can share it with you. But let's walk forward from here. Um, I truly believe that when we believe in ourselves, only then will someone else or the people believe in you. So never think about, how alone can you make a difference, because you can. Like I said, every small effort, every small difference makes a very big one for someone else. We often underestimate the power of media, how each of us can make a difference and touch so many lives. But if every one of us tackled one problem or one person that we don't even know, but we know of that problem, I don't think there would be any problems existing in that world then if that happened. So you must be thinking, wow, all of this sounds really perfect. I'm giving you guys, very inspiring stories, and I own the perfect life, or I had the perfect set of goals and ambitions, and I was probably gifted with it. No, it wasn't like that. Trust me, it wasn't like winning a lottery. It took a lot of work to get here where I am. Just like a lot of us here, and I'm sure a lot of girls that I see in the audience, I lived a very protective life. And the typical mentality of you are an Indian girl and you have to do things a certain way, that was taught to me. So let's go back 20 years before I got married. And let me tell you where I came from, so you know that nothing comes easy. Life has turned a 360 degrees for me. And no, it wasn't magic. It wasn't like anyone cast a magic spell. The work that went behind it is minute by minute. And I can never describe that in a talk like that or put it into words. Born and raised in India, I was always, just like you, taught to do the right thing. But what was the right thing? I always knew when I was wrong, because I was called out by my parents or my family saying, no, this is not right. But other than that, what was right was never told. Uh, Parents love you to bits, but while showering their love, they actually forget that they are drowning our ability to think in that pool of love. There is nothing left. We're just asked to do things because they love us so much, they protect us so much. Get a degree? Yes. Get a job? No. Be independent? Yes. Travel alone? No. I mean, I'm sure all of you all have gone through that. And in that vicious cycle of yes and no's, I was lost on the journey of figuring out who I was really, right? It was, why am I here? Who am I? As a 22-year-old Indian girl coming from a conservative family, the ultimate goal is marriage. And arranged marriage is the only way to go at that time for my family. So fast forward 10 years living in Hong Kong, moving to a foreign country with no one that you know, no family, no friends. These questions of who I was, why am I on planet Earth, what is my purpose, they still haunted me. I'm sure every one of you have asked these questions to yourself at some point in your life, and I'm sure we all continue to. Did I get the answers immediately? No. Maybe you haven't got yours either, and it takes a while for that. We're all here under great pressure. I mean, we have to look a certain way. We have to have a job that's well paying, a job that your mom can go to a kitty party and she can boast about. This is what my daughter or my son are doing. And now social media. I mean, to top it out of everything, first family, then society, and now social media has added an extra layer of pressure, an image we have to show to the world. Whether it's true or not, no one knows, but they're happy seeing that image. But when are we going to stop struggling to meet the expectations that are made by others? And I decided I wanted to make my own set of expectations, and I upset many when I started working towards this. I never studied what I desired in college because, as usual, your parents tell you that this is the right degree for you. You know, this is the right way to go. So, never got a chance to study what I studied while growing up. But then, as photography became a hobby and I fell in love with the camera, it became an obsession. And I decided to study my master's even though I had two children. So, two kids back at home, and I did a full time master's course because it's never too late to start, right? It's been said. And I think I made a new beginning. Married, two daughters, traveling the world to make documentaries on social issues, and mostly back at home in India. I just felt very connected. My mom said to me, first take care of your home and your daughters, and then worry about the world and what you're trying to do. I mean, I respect her thought process, but no, I wanted to be an inspiration to my daughters, a role model that they looked up to. So if I had to leave them back for a few weeks at home and they had to fend for themselves and there is family looking of them, I didn't want to feel guilty. I wanted to do what I did. Um, but being behind the camera, it honestly changed my life. I was meeting new people. I was listening to their stories. I mean, I realized I was changing as a human being. There's no disrespect to how I have been raised or you have been raised, and there are so many values that we do not learn at that time while we're growing up because it's, we, again, like, we're sheltered, we're protected, we're not allowed to go into that real world. In that bubble, within that bubble, there's not much that you can learn. I mean, you can see the love of your parents, but that's all about it. So let's watch. I mean, I would want you to watch some of my images and how my value system became so much bigger being just behind the lens.
I learned how to face challenges and yet smile. I saw undying faith, spirituality. I saw resilience. I learned gratitude. I saw love. I felt empathy. I learned what belief was. How warmth felt. And what compassion really is.
All right, so just those were just few images that really touched me, and I'm sure you like them too. Um, my bubble burst. I mean, going out in that world, meeting these people, getting a chance to shoot them, it was unreal. I finally belonged to the world of reality. Um, each of us live in a bubble that is created by your loved one just to protect you. That is all that they're trying to do. A friend once taunted me, do you think you're Mother Teresa doing these charities and these fundraisers? I said, no, I can never be. But I can certainly walk on a path of humanity. And I think each of us have to do it. We have to decide for ourselves to walk that road less traveled. I mean, is it going to be easy? Never. It's never going to be easy. Nothing in life ever is. Make documentaries for social issues, as amazing as it sounds. Will it sell in the market? No, it doesn't. I mean, if I thought of that, I would never make those documentaries because how are you going to take the plunge? But you're going to help people with that. Making money is important without saying that bread and butter has to come to the table. And I'm not saying that. I do use my creativity and my skill and my form of media to work for corporate projects, to work for products, to work for doing family shoots. I mean, no job is small or big as long as it's making you some money. So I do that. But this is a choice that I've made where I spend a lot more time doing things that can make a difference. But running away from a path that you know has hurdles is wrong. Is there an age to begin with what you want to do? No, there isn't. The only thing you need to have is that passion burning so bright inside you, that light shining really bright that you light up this very dark world. And even, now in these times, even more so, while I continue to walk on this road less traveled, and where I started as a photographer, as a hobby, to being a journalist and an independent documentary filmmaker, I'm now in the process of setting up my own NGO and, taking this content for a cause to the next level. Um, and honestly, I wish each and every one of you to look inside you, to search within that soul. There is passion. There is passion in everyone that we cannot sometimes find, or we don't have the time to find it, or we have that fear of following that. Uh, but once you have searched that soul, I promise you, your life will change. So that was me. I honestly hope that you enjoyed this short talk about me and my journey and my inspiration that I found walking this road.